still remember as a kid, I was like, India. Okay, one day I have to go to that country. So I had this chota sa TV in my room. You know, वो मोटा वाला ऐसा पीछे तक जो जाता है ना. So this. So I've watched Devdas in this tiny little And every time I would actually perform, there were a lot of people who used to come and tell me that, you know, you should actually try for Bollywood. Kuch hai aapke andar. So when they said that to me, I was like, every Monday, this would be my thing. After school, I would go and I would start to learn Bollywood dance. Hi, I'm Elli AvrRam and you are watching my interview here at Bollywood Hungama.
Elli, welcome to Bollywood Hungama once again. This is my first time with you. So I'm going to take you back, talk about your journey because it's been such a fascinating journey here in Mumbai.
Yeah, thank you.
Right. So I'm going to take you back when you were a kid in Sweden. What was the first thing that you saw of Bollywood that really stayed with you and you thought, this is the place I want to go, this is the country I want to go to?
It was actually on the Swedish television. They were suddenly playing Bollywood songs.
Okay.
So I have this very clear image in my head of that I'm seeing there's this bus.
Okay.
And there's this one guy and all these girls in a line and they're all dancing and doing some move like this. And then cut to, it was like a big ballroom and all these girls like twirling in these lehengas and just looking like princesses, you know, and it was just so fascinating. Like it really spoke to me. I don't know what it was. It must have been maybe something on the Swedish television talking about Bollywood and, you know, so they were showing different clips. And I still remember how I stood there in front of the TV and I was in awe. I was like, this speaks to me. Like, look at those girls. They're so beautiful and full of life and the colors and the, you know, it was just so charismatic and like, yeah, it really spoke to me.
How old were you?
I was around 5 years old. And I remember I asked my parents, I said, what is this? And they told me this is called Bollywood. It comes, you know, it is a big film industry in a country called India.
Right.
And I still remember as a kid, I was like, India, okay, one day I have to go to that country.
Right.
And that was it. It was literally like love at first sight.
Wow.
Yeah, I was just so drawn to it. And I think also because, see, my mother is also an actress and storyteller.
Okay.
So I grew up hearing her rehearsing her plays and, you know, all of that. And she has all these costumes and shawls in different colors. So I would actually go and grab some of my mom's stuff. And then I would actually play around in the garden. I used to sing, I used to dance, I used to play the princess, and then I would take I even have photographs of this. I'll show you. Then I would take like the black big shawl and I would turn into the evil witch now who wants to, you know, kill the princess. And so I think when I suddenly discovered Bollywood, I was like, ये तो मैं भी करती हूँ ना अपने garden में. So I'm like, huh? You know, वो एक
acting was in your genes, but
oh yeah, like I've been doing that so much at home because watching mom.
Right.
So I guess automatically you just
but you know,
look
Elli,
at it and you're like, oh, okay, मुझे भी करना है ये, you know.
But you know, what time पे आप बहुत छोटे थे. 5 years is a very young age to decide something that I want to do this. कब आपने सोचा कि after many years passed, कब सोचा कि इंडिया जाना है and I want to try? It's a country where did you know anyone? Okay, so then कब सोचा and how did that happen?
I'll tell you. So again, the same national channel actually of the Swedish television. Again, they were having a week of showing Bollywood movies.
Okay.
So
what did you watch?
Yeah, so the first movie they were showing was Devdas.
Of course, beautiful, right?
And I still remember the day. Literally, so I was sleeping. It was like a Saturday or something, a weekend, And I'm hearing my parents shouting my name. They were like, Ellie, wake up, switch on the channel number 1. There's a Bollywood movie.
Oh.
I was like, what? I jumped up, and then I still remember, it's a very long movie,
Right,
Devdas,
it's
right?
more than 3 hours, I think.
I didn't move. So I had this chota sa TV in my room. वो मोटा वाला ऐसा पीछे तक जो जाता है ना. So this. So I've watched Devdas in this
In that
tiny
small-
little,
wow.
and I was literally like this.
Mesmerized.
I didn't move an inch.
Wow.
And it was also like, it was like in the morning, where they had started the film and all of that.
Right.
So I was just completely glued. And after watching the film, I was like, yahi karna hai mujhe. Seriously, I want to do this. It was a decision. I was like, okay, so I need to learn this dance form.
Right.
So I need to find a school where they'll teach me like Bollywood dancing.
वहाँ पे मिला
And-
आपको dance school?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. So it took me 2 years actually.
Okay.
And it was my friend in school who had actually found this school. It was a dance academy school where they have the different dance forms, So you
Right.
go and take them like after school.
Right.
And she found one. So I had to wait till the next, क्या बोलते हैं?
Semester.
Yeah, to start because it was already beach में already
Pardesi
शुरू हुआ.
dance school this was.
This was not Pardesi Dance
Okay.
School. This was actually another one
Okay.
where they just had the class. They didn't have like a dance group as such. So I
Okay.
started with that. So every Monday, this would be my thing.
Wow.
After school, I would go and I would start to
Dance.
learn Bollywood dance, And it was literally the day I was looking forward to. So the way most of the people are like, yaar, Monday.
Yeah.
I was like, Monday, So that's how it started. And then I saw in the Swedish newspaper, there was this ad where they were saying कि there is this, क्या बोलते हैं, like a big Bollywood show happening.
Oh, okay. Wow.
And where this
Perfect.
dance group is there. And they are also looking for auditioning to like
Okay.
join the dance group which performs and also I was like, this is it. So I went there with my father.
Okay.
We watched their performance.
Okay.
And then I went and I met the teacher and I was like, I really want to join your school. And long story short, then I ended up auditioning to the group, and then Pardesi Dance Group was built.
Okay, that was all.
And that was the thing what I was doing, apart from school. Like there used to be like performances happening. We worked like, for example, together with Incredible India at big events. And every time I would actually perform, there were a lot of people who used to come and tell me that, you should actually try for Bollywood.
Wow.
Kuch hai aapke andar.
Okay.
So when they said that to me, I was like, it actually helped me. So I'm
Right,
really like grateful to
encouraging, right?
all of them, really who
encouraged
did
you,
that,
yeah.
because it really made me feel ki ha shayad mere andar actually hai and I should go for it.
Wow.
Because sometimes what happens is most of us now, we tend to have this mindset of that, nahi yaar, wo possible nahi hai.
Yeah,
We
this is
all have
beyond my
dreams.
reach.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
We tend to think, nahi, that is for people who are there, or
There.
maybe, the star kids
Right.
only. Or
Correct.
the,
Correct.
we tend to have that. They very rarely we come across people who are like, go for
Go
it.
for it,
Yes,
yeah,
I think you
try.
have it in you and why not? And right? So I think this really helped me to get even more confident and feel ki, yeah, I should
You
go
should
for
try
it,
it, right.
So I'm very grateful
Nice that
for
people
that.
encouraged you and pushed you, and that played a big role.
Yeah,
in it.
yeah, exactly. Because I mean, of course, I also knew that I'm not from the country, and
yeah.
so is it maybe something I'm just making up in my head? Ki,
Right.
meri andar hai and I can achieve
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
So hearing it actually from Indians
Others, right,
who coming and telling me, ki,
Right.
yeah, I feel you should really go for it.
right,
That just made me feel even more like, wow. Okay, yeah, I should then.
right. Devdas में काफी कुछ था. Beautiful sets, great costumes, stars, acting.
Yeah.
The director is a legend himself. आपको क्या, what stood out for you? आपको क्या अच्छा लगा देवदास के बारे में?
I'll tell you, what really spoke to me was because from my childhood, I had only grown up watching films with happy endings.
Right.
And यहाँ पे I'm watching this film.
Tragedy.
Yes, and where I am literally sitting and waiting for, Deva to kiss Paro.
And-
I was like, kiss kabhi hoga? Like, just I want to see ki chalo,
Right.
you know, because we watch a like
Yeah.
we grow up watching like Hollywood films
Right.
and we see ki wo romance hamesha hota hai and then
हाँ.
oh they are the couple and
Right.
you know happy ending and all of that.
Right.
And yahan pe matlab wo mar gayi.
Yeah. So,
I was like, no,
Yeah,
this cannot be the end of it. I was heartbroken. I had never fallen in love in my entire life.
okay.
For a week, I was heartbroken. That's how much the film spoke to me. I felt for a week, matlab, mera gaya. My soulmate. I've lost my soulmate. And I was like,
Depressed.
who is this filmmaker? Why did he make a film like this? And I was like, but he's a genius.
Yeah.
Because somewhere
It stayed with you.
it just also spoke to me in a way कि हाँ मतलब लाइफ में ऐसे बहुत सारी चीजें जो हैप्पी एंडिंग्स नहीं होता है you know
Exactly.
like it's
True.
this is also a part of life and I think also because I've grown up listening so much to Greek mythology tragedies, you know, the
Right,
drama
yeah,
and
yeah.
everything. I knew all of this as well, and it was the first time I saw something like this in a film where I felt that it is also like very close to the Greek mythologies, you know, the stories that I've heard, and it is the tragedy, and it is the pain and the sadness and the love and the passion and everything.
It had
All
all
the
that.
emotions are so strong, and they are part of us all, you
Right.
know. So. And it was so beautiful, and that I was like, I need to work with this director.
Right.
I'm yet to work with Sanjay Bansali sir, but
Please. Yeah.
inshallah, ek din wo bhi hoga.
Definitely.
You know? But yeah, that was it for me.
that was
That
it for
really
you.
spoke. Hi, I'm Elli AvrRam, and you are watching my interview here at Bollywood Hungama.